What's up, guys? Welcome back. Xyber here, THQ Games Crusader, having another unboxing. This is for something that I've been anticipating for quite a while. As you can see up here, I have the first collector's edition for ELEX. It's amazing. This is the ELEX 2 collector's edition from the THQ Europe store. And I am excited to get into this and to be able to finally add this game to my Steam library. I am a super fan of Piranha Bytes games as well. Gothic 3 is my favorite all-time PC game, just because of the openness of it. Let's go ahead and get this out. This is the ELEX 2 Collector's Edition. And I am beyond a super fan of Piranha Bytes games. Like, my favorite PC game of all time is Gothic 3. I love the openness of it. I love how they are an ambitious developer that inspired the way that I made games whenever I was doing game development. So my game, due to the lightning from another city that struck and caught my computer on fire in 2003, caused me to lose 13 gigabytes of code. Yeah, 13 gigabytes of code back in 2003, before I had compiled it or anything. So, yeah. Alright. Basically, the games that inspired my game. My game was called Time Lapse, and imagine it as being Quantum Leap mixed with Far Cry. You have open maps that could be able to traverse into and transition from zone to zone, and essentially travel through time. You do crafting, and you have to be able to find out why you're there, as well as, learn a little bit through the eras that you travel that evolve your character. It was not a created character design, and I worked on just coding and the idea, producing the game, while worked with two development teams for being able to do assets. And essentially, it would have been Crisis before Crisis, because of it was a beast to try and run. Alright, as you can see, this is the European PEGI system. Collector's Edition includes high detail alb statue. It's 23.3 centimeters or 9.2 inches tall, 20.2 centimeters or 7.9 inches base. Original soundtrack, Cassandra, a concept album by Bjorn Pankratz. Art book, unique still case, Cleric's keychain, 5 centimeters or 2 inches in height, and the game. You can see on here a bunch of warnings. Collector's item for ages over 14. I think I meet that qualification. Got some amazing artwork on this. The box, though, is the same kind of quality as what the Biomutant Collector's Edition was, unfortunately. I was hoping it was going to be this awesome design type of not mutating but modular box as the first ELEX Collector's Edition, but I understand. So looking on the back here, we got, in this sequel to the vintage open world RPG ELEX, Jax must once again unite the free people of the science fantasy world of Magellan against a new threat, the Skyanites, who want to change the face of the planet forever. Here we can see everything that's inside the box. See, I was really hoping that this would have the ability to display things without having to take everything out, so rip. Really enjoyed that first collector's edition. Like, it is among the top 3 collector's editions of any collector's editions ever released, in my opinion. Just because of the box design, to where you can display things while still keeping everything preserved in there. As yeah, I'm not a fan of these slip covers. I mean, it is a matte finish slip cover, so that's good. The box is not matte finish. The box itself is a semi-gloss, and it's just the same kind of top open boxes that they've invested in for all of the THQ collector's editions, it seems, released in the last 2 years. Maybe Gothic Remake will have a better box design and collector's edition. Really hoping it gets a collector's edition, as that being my favorite series on PC of all time. Alright. Here we can see the statue taking up the bulk of the box here. Wouldn't have hurt to just have a window here so you'd be able to see it. Or on the side. Do have some cool artwork on the sides of the box. So if people like to throw around the term Eurojank for Piranha Bytes games, I mean, I don't call them that, I just call them CRPGs, because it's European CRPGs. That's what they are. Here we have our sealed PC copy. Same kind of cardboard, pressed cardboard box. Not gatefold, just a album open. I like that steel case. It's really nice. Got the different factions on there. This is not the full soundtrack at all. Radio Orbit songs. I think the other part of why I enjoy, yeah, that looks closer to a full soundtrack. The part of the reason I like Gothic 3 so much is Kai Rosenkrantz did an amazing job on that soundtrack. As far as fantasy goes, he's probably my favorite non-Japanese composer. Alright, let's see what's in the art book here. Forwarded by Alexander Frost. The other thing is, I mean, for Crafted World games, there's only 3 companies in the world, or developers, that I really trust. One is FromSoft, another is Piranha Bytes, and another is CD Projekt. They all make very well designed, crafted worlds. They know how to make a world feel lived in, and not just like an empty quest hub or something. They're the definers now. And the only reason I say Crafted World for FromSoft is Elden Ring exists. You can't deny that. This game came out March 1st. Elden Ring came out last month, at the end of the month, and it did not fare as well for sales because of Elden Ring. Piranha Bytes has always had kind of a curse of releasing games around other larger games. Like Gothic 3 was overshadowed by Oblivion's release. And I don't like Oblivion, because I played so much Gothic 3 and I only dabbled with Oblivion. I was like, this is an inferior experience. I mean, Skyrim is a different story. It's okay. But Oblivion felt like the ball dropped after such a great job on Morrowind. Morrowind was superior in every way to Oblivion. Combat, the depth of customization, the world. And then Oblivion came out and I was like, oh, it's Patrick Stewart voice acting. That's it. There's where their budget went. I'm not saying that, Oblivion may be a critical hit or whatever like that. I'm saying for me personally, it's not my cup of tea. I don't care for it. There were other better games that released around the same time that I enjoyed much more. And then you had basically the first ELEX came out, and there were 3 other games that were more popular then, but they weren't even similar games. I mean, the most similar game was Spiders. What was it called? Not Techromancer. Maybe it was Technomancer? I can't remember right off, but, I'm hoping that with Gothic Remake, when it releases, it not being Piranha Bytes, but being inspired by Piranha Bytes, it does get to succeed properly where that series has deserved praise and not gotten it in the past. Because Souls games and Souls-like exists now, it's essentially, to my acknowledgement, games like Knights of the Temple and Blade of Darkness were Souls-likes before Souls-likes were around. Let's take a look at the statue here. It's very cool. can see. Here's the keychain. But yeah, I've not added this game to my Steam library yet because I was waiting on this to arrive. I knew that this was being sent and I was excited to be able to have this. Though I'm not a fan of, displaying things out of the box. So what I may do is give the statue like I did to Biomutant to my best friend. Because, you can see up there, I just had the Biomutant Collector's Edition box. Core Collector's Editions are over here. And there's some behind these as well, so that's just where I could be able to put them. Kind of limited on space down here, so. But, yeah, guys, if you enjoy Piranha Bytes games or Eurojink games, feel free to leave a comment below. Tell me what your favorite is. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to give a thumbs up. If you want to know when I have new content going live and be eligible for giveaways, consider subscribing to the channel and following on Twitter at Xyber, where I also post what could be potential future content. But guys, this is Xyber, your Tech and Games Crusader. Hope you guys have a good night, good day, take care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.